Hi everyone, thanks for joining. So we're continuing our learning of Mishnah Berachot. We're up to chapter 8 now. So we'll do chapter 8, numbers 1 and 2. Now we're talking about things relating to the meal. And specifically, we're going to hear some disagreements between Beit Hillel and Beit Shammai when it comes to things relevant to the meal, starting with Kiddush. Okay, so Mishnah 1. Elu Devarim Shebein Beit Shammai uVeit Hillel Basauda. So we know there's many debates between Beit Hillel and Beit Shammai, the schools of Hillel and Shammai. Then these are just the ones relating to this one topic. So this chapter of Mishnah is not going to be an exhaustive list of all their debates, just the ones that are relevant to our topic. Beit Shammai Omrim Mevarech al Hayom ve'achar kach mevarech al Hayayin. So Beit Shammai says one recites the blessing over the sanctity of the day first, so meaning in the case of Shabbat, Mikadesh HaShabbat, that blessing, and then recites the blessing over the wine afterwards. So why does Beit Shammai feel that way? So he thinks that the day causes the wine to be brought. So the day has to be holy first, and then we can make the blessing on the wine that is because the day is holy. And also because the holiness of the day chronologically happens first, right? The day is holy. Shabbat comes in, either nightfall or we do certain things that make Shabbat come in, and then we make Kiddush. So we make the blessing on wine. So the chronological order and because of what is necessitating what in his opinion. Uveit Hillel Omrim Mevarech al Hayayin ve'achar kach Mevarech al Hayom. And Beit Hillel says the opposite, of course. One recites the blessing over the wine first, the Berei Pri Hagafen, and then the blessing of Mikadesh HaShabbat. Right? So why does Beit Hillel think that? He says the wine is what is making the recitation of the Kiddush possible. We need something to make Kiddush on. So he thinks that, therefore, it has precedence. And the other reason that Beit Hillel would have this opinion is because of a more general halachic principle of Tadir v'she'eno Tadir Tadir Kodem. So when something is frequent and something that is not as frequent, the frequent thing takes precedence. So we make more Borei Pri Hagafens than we do Mikadesh HaShabbat, right? So we make a Borei Pri Hagafen on Havdalah, we do it for the holidays, not just for Shabbat, we do it if we're just drinking wine on any given day. So because it's more frequent, and he can apply the logic behind his opinion would also be because of this halachic position, this halachic idea of Tadir v'she'eno Tadir Tadir Kodem, that the more frequent thing takes precedence. So that explains, that's another reason for Beit Hillel's position of the Borei Pri Hagafen being before the Mekadesh Shabbat. Okay, and then we'll just do number two. Number two, Mishnah Bet is getting into some complicated ideas that are preceding this discussion that they're having to do with Tuma and Tara, so having to do with impurity and purity, and how that the impurity on our hands and how that liquids in particular have the ability to transmit impurity at a different level. So different concerns that Beit Hillel and Beit Shammai are having about if the wine is splashing on the cup, is that wine touching the exterior? If the cup itself, its exterior is tameh, or if the liquid on your hands and therefore is touching it is causing the cup its tuma to be transmitted to you and then to something else. So different concerns they're having that are underlying their different positions, but I'll just go through their different positions on the order in which we will do the washing of our hands and the pouring of the wine. So this could do with any wine before a meal. It could be just casually having a cup of wine before a meal, or specifically having to do with the Kiddush before Shabbat or holiday meal. But this is what they think about the order, Beit Hillel and Beit Shammai. Beit Shammai omrim notlin layadayim ve'achar kach mozgin et hakos. So Beit Shammai says we wash our hands first and pour the cup of wine afterwards. Beit Hillel omrim mozgin et hakos ve'achar kach notlin layadayim. And Beit Hillel says we pour the cup first and wash out our hands afterwards. This also has to do with their position of if you're allowed to use a cup where the exterior might be tameh. Beit Hillel is saying that you are allowed to use it because not worrying about the splashing, that being such an issue, but he is concerned that maybe when you have your wet hands, that could create a problem. So he says pour the cup first and then wash the hands, and that's the logic behind the Beit Hillel position there. Okay, so we'll stop there. We'll continue with Mishnah 3 of chapter 8 next week. I hope everyone is well. Have a great day. Bye.